How many legs does it take to bring Peter's mom on for an episode?
If you're wanting to go to Bible school and you're listening to this, it's great, but it's not necessarily easy like you might think.
How do you sleep at night?
Can you just call me obese?
What? No.
Wait, what?
No.
And my mom's like, hey, when you get home from school, you're digging a pig grave. So I get home from school and I start shoveling a pit.
This podcast is gonna teach people a lot of stuff. Educational pod. We're gonna have to switch it from comedy to education.
I learned how to pray and to pray with more impact instead of just surface level and just actually go through what's on my mind.
Tell them about the sand farming.
I'm farming for sand.
We'll actually edit down your episode to 15 seconds probably.
That's too generous. Do 10.
Yeah, okay. Plus the intro music, so I don't know. It's just there's a lot of interesting things to talk about. So.
Yeah, so 2 seconds of me.
I'm on intro today.
Yeah, you're on intro today.
Okay, I guess I'm on intro then. Okay, everyone, welcome back. It has been a while. Welcome back to Tico Time. Today, our special guest is Chelsea Froze, coming at us from Chilliwack, BC.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, what are we been up to today? How are we feeling?
Good. Today.
Are we nervous at all?
What are we feeling?
No, not nervous. It's just you guys. So.
Is that a guitar I see in the background?
Yeah, that's my neglected guitar from the 2 years I took guitar and then quit. So.
It's an aesthetic
actually,
guitar.
Just have it up there for the aesthetic.
Yeah. Just I like to pose. I'm a big poser when it comes to instruments.
Yeah, no, that's
Big
fair.
poser.
Big poser.
Yeah. I can still play. I just don't. So.
I could try, but no.
So what is actually playing guitar? I can strum a guitar. So
if
technically I can play the guitar.
If I found my guitar book,
right,
which is somewhere around here, I could play a song, but I don't.
Okay.
If you can play a full song, along to the recording, I'd say you can play guitar.
If you can play one chord of a song, that means that you can play.
Okay, perfect.
So I can play guitar.
Okay,
Right.
up there with the
Well,
legend.
I guess that's saying you can speak Spanish by saying bueno.
Yeah.
No, but you have to play along the whole
that's
song,
how it
along
works.
to the recording.
What?
If you can play a whole song along to the recording, you can play guitar.
I don't know if that's the definition though. I don't know if you look up. How do I know if I can play
Okay,
guitar?
that's my definition then.
I'm
That's
looking
my
it up.
truth, Sam.
Yeah,
You guys continue talking.
yeah, that's cool.
Well,
what
I
other
don't know.
what other hobbies do you have, Chelsea?
Hobbies other than cows.
Oh,
Or is that your only one?
other than my cows?
And
Yeah.
sheep.
Yeah, what are your
Okay,
hobbies?
running, road running, and trail running. I went on a long trail run last weekend, 3 hours. It was great, and I like doing that. And I'm hoping to get into biking. I really want to get into bike packing, on Vancouver
Dude,
Island. I want to
yes.
do the length, go to the end and then come back, because you can just I can bike to the ferry, and I want to do that. Not this summer, but next. That's my
That'd
goal.
be sick.
Yeah, but no triathlons. That is not in my future.
Do you know where Haida is, Chelsea?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my buddy biked. He went with his family. They ferried over to Haida, and then they just biked all the way down the island for
Oh wow.
I don't know,
That would
a
have
couple
been
weeks or something. It's crazy.
stunning.
And it's it's bike on the beach too,
Oh
which sounds awful to me, but I
yeah.
don't know. They made it work somehow, so
Sounds like
yeah.
double the work.
Cool. I don't know what happened to Sam and Peter. I think they're probably trying to fix their Wi-Fi.
I don't know. They're completely gone for me.
Yeah, I don't see him. We'll just edit stuff, take out all
Perfect.
this.
Cut
it all out. We'll actually edit down your episode to 15 seconds probably.
That's too
Yeah,
generous. Do
okay.
10.
Plus the intro music, so I don't know. It's just there's a lot of
Yeah,
interesting
so
things to talk
2
about.
seconds of me. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So ferries, long story short, ferries are interesting. I've never been on a ferry actually.
Yeah.
I've never.
What?
I don't
No.
think so.
We don't have any.
Can't you do
Have you guys been on any boat bigger than
No, we have big boats on the Great Lakes. We just don't often need to cross them.
We also don't live in super near the Great Lakes.
Can't you do ferries in Niagara?
But we're 4 hours away from Niagara.
No.
It's not that bad.
You can. I think I've just never had the need to.
Yeah, I've never had the desire.
It's not oh, let's take the ferry to this island. Usually you can drive to where you want to, to the coast. So
What should we start with? Should we start with childhood?
Yeah, let's start with childhood. Yes,
Childhood, like
yeah.
the beginning, you
Tell
know?
us tell us
Yeah.
about growing up in the
Yeah, let's do
Froze home.
chronological order. Froze bros.
Logical order. Okay. Yeah, so I live in Chilliwack, BC, which, I don't know. It's really close to the border, which is nice, but there's not much here. The area I live in is like farm country, which I like, but today it smells like manure because everybody's spreading.
Mm.
That's a good
I,
smell, though.
I know, I like it. I woke up
What?
to it and it was perfect.
What?
Cow manure is such a
Wait,
good
wait,
smell.
wait, wait. Pause,
Wait,
pause,
Cow
wait.
pause.
manure
Have
is
you
a good
heard?
smell
No,
for
no,
it.
no. Have you smelled Chilliwack?
No, of course
Have you
not.
smelled? It smells. It just smells like an outhouse.
No, shut
Like
up.
every
You
time I
and
drive
Danny
through
are
it,
on this thing.
and they get used to it. Is the thing. Like, the people that live
It
there
smells like an
get
outhouse.
used to it, and everyone else that comes
That's
through is like,
crazy. That's
"Wow,
wild.
this smells terrible."
Have you been to Chilliwack, Luke?
Yeah, I've been to Chilliwack.
When?
I've been there twice. Once I drove through it,
Oh,
it smelled terrible.
just kidding.
The second time I visited Chelsea's
Yeah,
I
family.
was gonna
I was
say.
Super
with
nice
you.
people.
Oh, that's true.
The town smelled bad though.
Bro, no, it did not. When you
Anyways,
came, there's no way it did.
it always smells bad 24/7, 365. Don't go to Chill.
Okay,
I'm never going there then.
it smells
Anyways,
100 times better now when they spray them when the salmon run comes through. That smells like straight.
The what?
The salmon, but
The
they
salmon
spray
run?
what? What do they spray?
No, I said it smells like straight, and then I didn't finish my sentence.
Oh,
Couldn't think of
no,
a Tico
actually though,
Time
we
appropriate
get
word.
yeah.
yeah,
We can
exactly.
censor it though. That's
Good for you.
fine.
Perfect. Yeah, just
Good for
bleep
you.
it out.
We got a censor, but no, we get the salmon run coming through. You know, as we do it. It's like all summer we have different salmon coming through, but they rot. They rot on the shores.
Can you
And
explain
if
to
you're
the Eastern
on the
minds
Skeena, it smells so bad.
what is a salmon run? Is
You
that
don't
just
know what a
like
salmon run?
like they all come down
Okay,
the rivers?
so
Go up the
salmon spawn. The
I'm
babies
new
are
to this.
born. Then they swim up the rivers to the ocean. Then they live in the ocean. Then they come back to
Yeah.
spawn.
Mm.
And when they come back, they spawn. Then they just die. They just rot slowly and then die.
Oh,
And if they
That's
don't
why
get eaten,
Chelsea's
then they
town
just
like
wash up. And then they rot on land, and it smells
Yeah.
really, really bad. But it's not like Chilliwack where it's like permeating the whole city. It's just like by the river, you know.
Okay.
the Chilliwack slander is crazy.
I'm sorry, Chilliwack. It's not that bad. I'm exaggerating.
So we know the answer to whether or not
okay.
Luke enjoyed his time in Chilliwack. We know it's a no. That's for sure.
No, Chilliwack's great.
It is great for those who
hilarious.
can stomach it, I guess, if you want to put it that way.
Okay. All right. So looping back to the childhood, did you always live in Chilliwack?
Yeah, I was born in the Chilliwack Hospital, and I've been here ever since. But it's great. We have lots of mountains, lots of lakes, lots of rivers, so it's gorgeous. But then it means like kind of the only thing to do is to be outside, which is great for me because I like it. But if you don't like it, then it's definitely not the place. So I grew up hiking, running, swimming in the river, all that great stuff. So, because that's kind of all there is to do. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I had a very similar experience. I love BC.
Yeah, BC's where it's at.
BC sounds like a beautiful place to grow up.
Very good. Chelsea, when I first met you, one of the first conversations we had was about cows and like how you were a judge and stuff. It was out on the deck.
Yeah,
and,
how
like,
do you
I just
judge a
got
cow?
back
I still don't
from my
understand
second semester, and you were out there. You're like one of the first people I met. One of like the new semester people, and we talked about like you were a judge for cows or something. How'd you get into that?
Okay, so I'm in this program called 4-H, and basically it's like a livestock program where you learn to do a multitude of things, but my mom was in it because my mom's family owned a mink ranch and a cattle ranch and a bunch of agriculture stuff. So for my 9th birthday, I asked if I could have pigs for my birthday, and I got pigs for my birthday, and that's how I got into it. But then judging is just like a small component of it. So, yeah.
Okay.
But it's...
And how do you judge animals?
It's like...
Like, is just the fattest one win?
No, because you don't want something to be like necessarily super fat. It's like a hard thing to explain, but you have like 4 in a row, and then you judge them on like a set base of characters. So like you want a more ideal animal. Like if you're going for a market animal, you don't want it to just be fat because there's no meat. So there's like there's a lot of requirements, and I could tell you, but I don't know if simple minds would be able to understand, you know?
Simple minds. Okay.
Okay.
Character.
Okay.
That's interesting.
We'll eat that one.
What, like
But long
temperament?
story short, you're a livestock expert.
Sure. Yeah, I went to I've actually done 2 competitions out of province this year, which was really fun. So, or last year. But
Wow.
yeah.
Into
Nice.
the interior.
What?
What?
Never mind. I just said into the interior, and like I thought that was maybe a term, but maybe
like
it
the
isn't.
interior of Canada?
Like the interior province. I don't know.
Bro, we live in the interior.
Yeah, that's
a term.
That's a
Okay.
term.
We're
But
landlocked.
that's not where I went.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we are landlocked. We can access the ocean.
Does Lake Ontario go, or the Great Lakes?
Yeah,
go
the
in
St.
ocean?
Lawrence goes up to the.
Oh, that's
ocean.
true. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I already forgot it.
Anyways, that's cool. So you grew up with pigs
Yeah.
and stuff, and that's still a big part of your life now.
Yeah,
right?
I'm actually getting my pigs
Like
next
you said,
week,
so.
and I'm so hyped. But
That's cool. Do you like, remind me, do you do something with them once you're done? Like, do they go to be like processed?
you're asking if they go to like the slaughterhouse? Yes.
Yeah.
Do they like go to a farm in heaven?
I
Of
guess,
course.
yeah.
That was so funny.
No, yeah, I auction them off.
Yeah.
Is it hard to say
What?
goodbye?
Yeah.
Okay. So like the highest bidder
That's
wins.
how an auction works. Yeah.
Can I get one for free?
Do
What? No.
you grow attached to the pigs? Like you like
Yeah.
raise these animals and then you
Yeah.
just like sell them. Like does it like, I don't know,
Is that tough?
A piece
like
of
a piece of your soul with that or anything? Like, I don't know, like
How do
is that,
you
like, really
sleep at
sad?
night?
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I'm asking.
Well, yeah, because I train them, like I do get attached. Like often they'll come by name, but I get them. Yeah, their pigs are super intelligent. So like I train them for show, so they need to be well behaved, so they're calm. But I get them with the knowing that the intention in the end is to go to sale. So it's like sad,
Right.
but I don't know. You know what's gonna happen, so it's like, whatever. Just the way she goes.
So what are you doing now? You're in university?
Yeah, well, I'm officially done. Well, not officially done. No. I finished my exams. Sorry, I'm officially done this semester.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were like done your undergrad. I was like,
Yeah, I was
what?
like, how did you get that so
You really accelerated
I'm just really
that.
good at school.
Damn.
1
Yeah.
year program.
Yeah. Well, so I did a semester before I came to Port. So the end of the semester makes me officially halfway through my second year. So
Nice.
But the plan for me is to do 1 more year at the university I'm at, and then hopefully transfer to U of S and finish my degree there. So that's the plan.
Yes. Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did you say your degree?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm doing a bachelor's of science majoring in biology, but I want to minor in agriculture, but I can't do that at the school I'm at, so that's why I want to go to Saskatchewan, because they have a great agriculture program, and Peter's going to go, oh, so does Guelph. But
yeah, Guelph is the best in Canada. We all know that.
And Vancouver has a good one too, but to me it just seems like stupidly ironic to go to Vancouver to study agriculture. So
Yeah, that is dumb.
Yep.
yeah. So Saskatchewan it is. Hopefully, fingers
Nice.
crossed.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
They're the experts.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why don't we back up a bit and tell us how you heard about Port and what made you decide to come to Port?
Because you come from a family of people who have done Torchbearers before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least some.
Yeah, my sister went to a Torchbearers in Albania, and lots of my cousins, lots of my close family friends have also been to Cape and Ray. Some of them have been to YWAMs as well. I would like to say I have like a super awesome story, but if I'm like truly honest, there wasn't a lot of like thought that went into it. I knew that I wanted to go somewhere and I wanted to leave, and I was like, a Cape and Ray would be a great way to do that. And then I kind of just like searched up Cape and Ray campuses, and then Costa Rica was the first one, and I was like, oh, I can continue working on my Spanish. And then I applied, and then I got in. So it wasn't like some like amazing story, but
Yeah.
I'm thankful I just trusted my gut and went with it. So
I feel like that's probably a pretty relatable story though too. Like that's kind of how it was for me as well.
Yeah.
Whereas at the end of the day, I just like I knew I wanted to do Torchbearers because my siblings all did Torchbearers, and I was like, looked at the centers, and I was like, Costa Rica, that seems great. I'll go to Costa Rica, and that was all it was. Like, I wanted to go to Costa Rica, wanted to do Torchbearers, bam, port, awesome experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I feel like that's good.
When I got there, and people were like, "Yeah, I had 3 schools, and I prayed really hard about it, and then God closed the other doors, and I ended up at port." And I was like, "Wow, that's a great story." I was like, "That was not my story."
I just showed
Yeah.
up
I was
here.
like,
No,
We should,
it's different for
no,
everyone
for
for
sure.
sure.
But
yeah.
yeah.
You came to port, and what were your first impressions of the school when you got there? What was your experience coming from the airport? Who'd you come with?
Tom and Dana.
Nice.
And
Nice.
that was pretty good. He actually reminds me of my best friend's dad, who's like an uncle. So it was actually like a great first impression, like very calming. But when I got to the school, I was like on hour 23 of like being awake. So honestly, I wanted nothing more than to like go to bed. But then here I was like meeting all these people. Also, the only other person who had arrived was Kyle. And bro, like, didn't say a word for the first 2 weeks. So I was like,
I didn't say a word to anyone for the first couple days.
So I was like, okay, great. I have one person to, like, relate with, you know? And he didn't say anything. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a long week.
No. I'm not going to lie. Kai just, like, talked about brain rot for the first 3 weeks.
Dude, literally.
All, like,
he was freestyling in the dorms the first morning.
That's so funny.
But
he raps more than he talked.
But my real first impressions, I don't know. It was very overwhelming. It's an overwhelming environment to come into, and I only came when there was like 16 people there. But I don't know. It was a lot. And then I remember Luke showed up, and then we had our first interaction, and I remember like not liking him, and I was like, "Hey, I can avoid someone for 5 months. It's okay."
Why? Why? You didn't like me at all?
Well, I
That's
shouldn't
just
say like
rude.
at all. Just like mostly.
Just like dislike.
Because you knew someone from Chilliwack, and the person you knew wasn't like at the time was making very interesting choices, and I was like, oh, so that's the type of person you are. And then
That's funny.
I don't know why you're thinking that. Like, okay, I understand you'd associate me with him because he used to live in Terrace and I knew him, but
don't judge
it's
a book
not
by
like
its
we're
cover.
close or anything. And I don't condone any of his activities. And he still continues in these activities.
Crazy.
But
like, that's unfortunate that came across that way.
Yeah, but it's okay. I know you're not a douche, so it's okay.
Sweet.
I know that now.
Well,
I'm glad that Peter.
Hey, I will say for the most part.
You're a Canucks fan, you have to be.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
No, we're not going to talk about hockey.
You guys aren't in
the
playoffs, are you?
The East. Nope,
hey,
we're not.
Where are you?
No one's in the playoffs.
I just always assume
you
always keep the bar super low, but I know you guys were expecting to go, so.
Were we?
I haven't.
This year was a bit of a.
Should have been.
I don't think we were.
This was a pretty bad year for us.
There's always next year.
Yeah. Okay. That was actually a great thing about Chelsea. You were into hockey. That was sweet. You were a Canucks fan. Like we got to watch some games. Going to playoffs.
I wouldn't call myself
like I just remember watching some games on the deck, like Edmonton Oilers.
But you knew what hockey was. Like most of the Europeans were like,
"What's ice hockey?" I live in Canada. I would hope I know what hockey is.
That was a little bar.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe myself as into hockey. It's more of like a nostalgic thing for me, but.
Yeah.
Okay. We can work on
honestly,
nostalgic.
I see a lot of
That's cool.
What is the team? The Sharks.
The San Jose Sharks?
Yes, they come up on my page all the time because they have Smith and Celebrini. So I see a lot about them.
Oh, Celebrini's a beauty.
Celebrini is honestly the best player in the league. Should have won the Hart Trophy. Hot take. or maybe not so
It's
much.
because his team sucks, though.
His team sucks, and he carried them on his back, and he got like 108 points or something.
Wow.
So, what was it like writing your testimony for the testimony thing? Did you do a full script, or did you like how'd you do that?
Oh, okay. Let me just say, I love that they make us do testimonies, but when they first said that, I was like, oh, I hate this. That's great. I hate this. But that's because I'm a person who like I don't love like telling people all the deep parts about my life. At least that's where I was when I got to Port. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. But I think I fully wrote it out for the most part, and then if I like just didn't want to say what I had written down, I just did it off at the top of my head. But I do remember Sarah was like filming me, and I was like, my testimony better not go online. Like, let's get this off.
She filmed your testimony?
Well, she had like her phone out, but it was like I was over here and she's like there, like she was just taking pictures, but it was really long, and I was like, hey, this is awkward.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I like that they did the testimonies, and I like that they started with like surface level questions to get you into it. But
Yeah.
I still kept mine like pretty shallow in comparison to some others.
It was definitely
Yeah. I mean,
it was an interesting take on testimonies in general, like having like just the questions that you answer. I kind of liked that. Like you kind of pick and choose what you wanted to go into.
I feel like it's easier to learn more about people that way than just like chronological order of their life.
Yeah.
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 Because everyone just says the same
Yeah.
thing. I grew up in a Christian home. I went to church, but I wasn't really like.
Well, not everyone says that.
But like,
people have different stories.
But it's easier to know more about someone, to learn more about people when there's like, you just get straight to the meat, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a good segue where they had like 10 shallower questions and then 5 deep ones, and it's like you can kind of like if this is your first time sharing a testimony as well with 45 to 50 people that you don't even know. But yeah, no, I like the testimony design at Port. I think it's good. But it can be very overwhelming. I think like even for me, I was like, whoa, this is very new. I wasn't used to anything like that.
But I feel like you're also you were also a very quiet person. So
yeah, totally. So it's like, it's good for us people who don't like to talk to people to talk to people, it's good at that. So
Chelsea, is there a pretty big like Christian community in Chilliwack, or was that pretty new for you going to Port Neches?
Okay, fun fact. According to my pastor, Chilliwack is like the 7th most unchurched city in Canada, which is crazy to me because I feel like we have a church on every corner, but it's not like, it doesn't mean like how many churches you have, but like how many people go to church or something like that. I don't know. But my church, it's the same church I've been going to my entire life. When my grandparents immigrated to Canada, that's the church they went to, and that's the church I still go to. And it's pretty small. I'd say it's probably about like 120 people, maybe, on a good day. But everybody,
That's
but
not bad, though.
for the most part, everybody I know who goes there, like I've known for my entire life, so it's very comfortable for me. But it's also limiting because people my age isn't like a huge demographic. It's like my best friend and my cousins.
Yeah.
So like a community, yes, but it was great to go to Port and then see like a actual community of a bigger size all my age, because I went to public school all my life, which I loved, but again, I didn't have that like Christian community at school. So it was great to have it at Port and just see people from all over everywhere, because it was very limiting at my home church. So
what would you say was different about the community of Port as opposed to your community at high school, and how did that impact you?
Lots of my friends from high school I don't even talk to anymore, just because it's high school, you just go in different paths. Especially with university, because everybody goes to university here for the most part. I feel like a lot of my relationships with high school are very like surface level, and it's just like you kind of need people to like get through high school kind of thing. But I would also say in high school I was friends with like a lot of different people. Like I had a very large friend group, but my 2 closest friends I'm still friends with, but one of them's a believer and one of them's not a believer. So it was great to have more people to like deeply talk about that thing, to talk about my faith and like to get into those deep topics, because I just didn't in high school.
Yeah.
Just don't think I took it super seriously at high school, but then it was amazing to see people who are very dedicated and committed to it. So
No, 100%. That was definitely true.
definitely
true. I think that was my experience, but from a Christian school perspective. Jackson, what are you laughing about?
Sorry.
Jackson took laughing gas or something before this.
Dude, you take a gummy before this podcast or something? You got the giggles? Like, what's going on?
I had a long day at work.
Oh, you're back to work now?
While I'm home, I'm working some construction. Just
nice.
Casual.
Are you fixing that lake that's flooded?
Yeah, I'm working on. There's a lot of flooding in Huntsville right now, so I had to stand on some culverts yesterday because they're floating.
Wait, so what is your job?
Which is like the opposite of what a culvert's supposed to do.
In general, are you like that guy that like holds the sign, or are you like actually doing work?
Or are you the guy that watches it?
Okay. No, like you don't ask that question to a dude who says he does construction. He does construction, and it doesn't matter
what
is wrong. I'm working. Like I'm working for like I'm working on projects like with a company at like it's like a nearby. It's like a camp resort type of thing where I've worked before.
It's a Bible conference.
Yeah, so we just have projects that we're working on there.
So he's holding the sign. Is the short story.
No, there's no signs. Like
sand farming yesterday.
I'm digging and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Tell them about the sand farming.
What about the sand farming?
Well, like, I don't know. Tell them about it.
Yeah, I'm farming for sand.
What?
What do you mean?
That's exactly what I said.
You just told me to tell you about the sand farming.
He texted me yesterday while I'm at work, and he's like, "Dude, I'm literally just farming for sand right now." I was like, "What? What do you mean farming for sand?"
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Is this Minecraft?
In Minecraft, when you just go dig up sand, or what are you doing here?
I'm Minecraft, guys. I'm not in Minecraft.
He's catching his fish so the creepers don't get him.
No, long story short, after all the snow is melted, because we put down so much sand so that people don't slip on the ice, it all goes into the grass and like the pathways, and I have to go with this like it's like a handheld like street sweeper kind of thing in the grass, just like sand farm, sure,
Sand
whatever you want to call it.
It's a sand bony.
Sand bony.
Doesn't even make sense.
But you know what a Zamboni is?
We're calling this episode Chelsea and the Sandboni.
What?
The Sandboni from Chilliwack.
That's funny.
You just call me obese?
No, what? No.
Wait, what?
No.
Hey, have you seen the size of a Zamboni, bro? They're like.
I said Chelsea and the Sandboni, not Chelsea the Sandboni.
No.
Chelsea the Sandboni.
No, and
my bad.
Man, it's a disaster.
Chelsea, what's like the funniest incidents you've had with your animals over the years?
Oh, okay. I mean, I think this is funny. I don't know if the general public will think this is funny, but I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and my uncle comes knocking on my door.
What?
And he goes, "What are they doing?"
Sam is laughing at everything today.
Just keep going. I'm actually curious.
Okay, and my uncle comes knocking on my door, and he goes, "Hey, I think one of the pigs is dead." So we drive over to the farm, and sure enough, this pig is dead. So I'm like in my school outfit, and I have to like drag this pig out of the pen. And my mom's like, "Hey, when you get home from school, you're digging a pig grave." So I get home from school at like 3 p.m. and I start like shoveling a pit in the yard. And then I'm like, my brother Holden, I was like, "Holden, can you help me drag this pig?" So we're like each holding 2 of its legs, and we like drop it in this grave, and like we bury it up, and was pretty funny
Holy!
in
Wait,
hindsight.
how
Was this
old
one of
were
these
you?
pigs that you have
Yeah.
named? Like, did you have a name for this pig that you were burying?
Yeah, I can't remember which pig it was. Like, I can't remember the name of the pig that died, but yes, it was named.
That's crazy.
Do you name all your
Before
animals?
school?
Probably like, yeah, I do.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's
The
dedication.
pig was probably like 150 pounds at this point too, so it was like
150
Holy.
pounds.
What?
Holy.
yeah. Well, that's
That's
not
big
even.
pig.
That's like
Yeah.
that's not that heavy for a pig.
That's not that heavy.
That's not heavy for a pig. What's the heaviest pig you've had?
292 pounds.
What?
300-pound pig. Actually, that's
good.
okay. That's fair. I've been to a farm and I've seen like huge pigs, like they're I don't know.
Mammoths.
Yeah.
I bet you eat that whole thing.
When they have the sows and the boars, like they can be anywhere from like 600, 700 pounds, like massive.
Holy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why pork is so cheap.
Well, you
Yeah,
don't eat the
that
big
makes
ones.
sense.
Oh, you don't?
Oh,
No,
wait,
they get
what? Why
gross.
not?
Why not? Why would you waste that?
Because those ones are at that size because they're at like maturity and they're there to be bred. But it's like
Can you breed them and then eat them?
Maturity.
think of it as like veal. You know how people say veal tastes better because it's
Yeah.
younger? It's like the same thing with
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, we are learning. This podcast is going to teach people a lot of stuff.
your biology.
Educational
Yeah.
pod. We're going to have to switch it from comedy to education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's wild, actually.
Chelsea's just giving us a
Okay.
lecture right now.
Yeah. Kind of educate you.
Yeah.
Egg 101.
Trying.
Yeah, egg 101.
You have a
Port to pigs.
We went from port to pig,
Oh, that's okay.
and we're trying to bring it back to port now.
I don't know. There were some people there that could be like classified as the same thing. So
What?
What?
not big.
Pause.
I'm talking about
Pause.
messy.
Hold up. Pause. Can we rewind? What did not just happen?
Dude,
Chelsea, I don't know if you can recover from that.
There's no way you just said that, and there's no way
No
we're cutting
way.
that out
No,
of this
no.
episode, bro.
Chelsea, your life is in our hands now.
I'm talking about
Chelsea, I need
messes.
cancel
I'm
for
talking
that.
I
about
need
messes.
$2,000 e-transfer me right now, or else that is not getting edited out.
You're paying for my tuition.
Yeah, please.
Um,
That's crazy,
No, I'm
actually.
That's a wild
I'm
statement.
talking about being messy. I mean, sure, some people had a good appetite too, but I'm talking about being messy. Okay?
Who's that?
Okay.
That's crazy.
Talking about being messy.
All right.
Okay. It's fine. That'll all maybe.
That's-
Yeah, there's some messy people out
Delete
there.
that entire clip.
Not gonna
No.
do that.
We're going to
That
turn it
clip-
into an Instagram clip.
That's gonna be an Instagram.
Oh,
That is
perfect,
100% going in the clip for the
Chelsea.
week. We are not.
Chelsea body shaming port students. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
just make everybody
Wow.
in the port group chat hate me. Why don't we? Let's just do that. Just send
Yeah,
just
let's do
that.
that.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
You have to pay us
Perfect.
off to not do it.
Yeah.
Clearly, you like judging people based on quick interactions. So, I mean, let's continue the
Okay.
theme, Chelsea. Hey?
Listen. As someone who enjoyed a good feast at port, I feel like I'm allowed to say that.
That's funny.
We all enjoy a good feast at port.
I think
let's be
Luke and
honest.
I enjoyed Feast the most.
Yeah.
A good feast at port is like when they have the fish
Oh,
dinner.
That was
Oh, yes.
Don't get me
dude.
started. Oh my gosh.
I
that
could eat
is
like 10
so
of
good.
those. They're
That
so
is-
good.
That is like one of the best meals I've ever had.
They're
Like
so
that
good.
fried.
Bro.
Oh my goodness. Shout out. Wait, is Catherine still there? And
no.
I think so.
like, she's
Oh,
still
wait,
there,
no,
but
she-
then
yes.
But then who left?
Carl
Who
left.
left?
Car left.
Mara
but
left.
Cara left.
Caro left, but Car's
Yeah.
still.
I wonder how many kitchen staff they have
They
now.
have there's a
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
there was a man there now in the kitchen. Don't make a joke about that also.
Oh
A man
really?
in the kitchen?
Oh,
Luke's
she said
eyes
don't
lit
make-
up.
Peter.
You handed me that. I couldn't not make a joke about that.
I'm taking
I
that.
forgot about that. There was like
We'll
a
have to do
thing
two
going on.
separate
with-
versions of this episode.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
The
We're
allowed
gonna
and the
cut
not allowed.
so much out.
Actually, speaking of feasts, there was one day that Beth, Hazel, and I ordered like 6 cheeseburgers and like 6 fries to the tech room
Dude.
at like 11:50. Ate it all, threw it away, hid the bags, and then went to bed 10 minutes later. And it was genuinely one of the best things I've ever done.
Dawson and I
That's
did
crazy.
the 20 cheeseburger and like
Oh, I love
6 fries and like 3 drinks first semester. And I've never felt so sick in my
I
life.
saw that. I was so tempted to do that one of those nights.
There was definitely a culture though of like Uber Eats. Uber
Gluttony.
Eats was a thing
Yeah.
when you're at Fort. You gotta like, we gotta like appreciate that. I feel like, is that a cross semester? Like everyone has this where like everyone loves Uber Eats.
Probably since Uber was been around. Yeah.
Okay, to
Yeah.
be fair, I don't have
I
Uber
don't know.
Eats
I
here,
feel like that's
so it was a great thing to experience.
Yeah, I need to drive.
Yeah, we couldn't
Yeah.
do that.
I have to drive to get food.
Wow, that really sucks.
I've Uber Eats.
What
Tough,
can
guys.
you?
Canoe over.
Tough.
Okay, to be fair,
Yeah.
some of us were training for a half, so we did kind of need to eat a lot.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
I
need to,
needed
like,
a lot of food anyways,
Training
and then
for
the
a half.
half was like I needed like double
Yeah.
the amount of food, you know?
but like at the same time, I don't think your optimal diet for training for a half is 6
No.
cheeseburgers.
Well,
No,
I'm different, so.
I ate a lot of
And Coke.
oatmeal, but then it gets to a point you can only eat so much oatmeal before it's
Nice.
like disgusting.
You can. You need a cheat
Mhm,
meal
mhm.
every once in a while, I guess. Not that I've ever
Yeah.
trained for a half,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm sure that
Luke,
that's
you
what
should have
should've.
done it with us, man.
Oh, if I was not extremely lazy, I would have.
You could have definitely done it.
You can
I
do
know
it
I could have
now.
like
Do it
done
now.
it. Like actually,
It was high,
actually,
dude.
dude, you should have seen me on some of those 5Ks that I was running when I was at Port.
I ran
That's
a
because
5K
you were
with you. You were fine.
you were
Yeah,
like
dude, I was
running
dying on that.
3-minute splits.
It's
That's
not
why you were
pretty.
dying.
Yeah, that's like wild.
No. I was, yeah. I never ran after, like, I did some running at Port. I tried to like get into it because like all these people were training for the half, and I was like, man, all these people running on the track. Like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel bad.
lazy.
So I tried doing some running, and then I left Port. I haven't gone on a run since.
Dude,
Like,
that's
it's been like
disappointing.
a year
There's
and a
a
half.
That's tough.
there's a half marathon.
Running is
There's a
there's
half
no
marathon
enjoyment in
in
that.
Vancouver next week. You can do it.
Nice.
I know you're very
Sign
I
off.
know you're very tempted.
I'll fly out
What?
early.
Are you doing it, Chelsea? Are you doing
Yeah.
the half in Vancouver?
But it's on the down low. It's on the down low though.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay.
Because
Down low.
I don't want to be judged
Yeah.
for it. So
There's actually only like 3 people running it.
It's the same day as Ari's wedding.
That's what I was trying not to say. That's why
Really?
that's why it's on the DL. Because I can do both. I can
Thanks.
I can do
Oh
both.
yeah,
Okay.
I
It
didn't,
starts at 7 a.m. I'll be Yeah?
Are you doing both? Oh, you are. Oh, dang.
Well, no.
Wait, that's actually crazy. That's impressive. You're gonna no?
Weddings don't usually
Yeah.
require a lot of exertion.
Well, yeah, but like you're
They're
running a
good.
half marathon and then you're
Yeah,
gonna
but it's like
bomb it
chill.
up to a wedding.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
same day.
As long as you have like
And
half an hour in between, it's probably fine.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna walk up.
okay.
I
Jen,
know.
Dude,
have you ever
I'm
run
actually
a half
planning on
marathon?
going to
drive
her
at
wedding
least.
in my tank top, t-shirts, and runners.
I feel like,
Wait, tank top, shorts, and runners. Yeah.
yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
my bad.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could
no,
steal the show like that. But if you just pull up, you just ran.
That would
there,
go over
you know?
super well. Yeah.
that would
No,
go
it's,
super well.
it starts at like
Yeah.
7 a.m. So it's like
Oh my
perfect.
goodness, guys, we gotta get back on track.
I know. What happened to Port? Like we're 40 minutes in.
What happened to it? Wait. What about can we talk about the pickleball? We haven't talked about the pickleball court. that they
Yes.
made
Dude.
on the podcast
I
yet.
saw that.
Yes.
Literally,
It looks sick.
I was so
Like,
jealous. It
I'm
looks
not gonna like
amazing.
complain or anything because we were the first people to have the treehouse, and that was sweet.
Yeah.
True. That's
Yeah.
Such
true.
a nice classroom. But that pickleball court, man. Oh,
Also,
that
it's
is a
great
crazy
use for that
upgrade.
second field. Like that second field didn't really do much in the first
it
place.
didn't do anything. It was just like a highway to the lake house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, you cut through there. That was how
It was
you
like
get
an
to the lake
8-lane
house. And now there's a
highway.
free pickleball court. I know that John spends like, he's got like 12 hours that he spends with his family, and then 12 hours that he spends playing pickleball.
Yeah.
And
I'm
now
sure.
he like
Soccer,
fits in
ping pong.
Paminadas,
If not
it's just
more.
playing pickleball. And
Well,
anything
think
else,
about
like,
it.
he'll just
He probably combines the two for the first half. So it's just
True.
he brings his family to pickleball.
Play pickleball
he
with
honestly
Zion. He's
probably
old enough now.
he sleeps, then he wakes up, takes his family to play pickleball, plays pickleball while he does like spiritual disciplines and all that stuff.
He probably
and
makes
then-
breakfast while he's playing pickleball.
Yeah.
And his
In flip
thongs.
flops. He probably plays pickleball in flip flops too.
Does everything
Man.
in thongs. Thongs.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the thongs. Yeah,
What's that
Man,
song?
that's awesome.
Peter?
What?
That is probably.
A little bit of Vegemite.
No.
What, oh, how's it go?
Oh, the
That was
song.
that
Vegemite on a
Chelsea,
Friday night.
You
pair of
stayed,
thongs
right?
that fit just right.
Sing it.
When
Sing it.
everyone went to
No,
Costa
no, I
de
can't.
Paros, did you stay? There was like 12 of us.
Yeah.
I stayed.
What are you talking
I
about?
know you two stayed. Were you there, Chelsea? Like on
We ate those
campus?
brownies.
Oh yeah, I went.
No, you.
I'm talking
Did
about
you
when
go to
everyone
Costa?
went to Costa de Paros.
Wait, Peter, you were not there. Oh, I
You went.
stayed. No,
Ah,
I
okay.
left.
Lame.
No, we're talking about
Oh.
people that stayed.
We all
Yeah,
we
none
all
of us
Peter
were
stayed.
backed
there.
out, and I took his
Too
spot.
broke.
Too broke.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yeah, but then we made an awesome
no,
song and made brownies, so it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That was
pretty great.
That was when you did the John impersonations.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you give us a John
Pay for that?
impersonation for the
No,
audience?
no, they have to pay for that. Sorry.
Yeah,
All right.
that's in the
On our
premium
Patreon, we'll start a
premium
Patreon.
subscription to Tico Time. Peter uses a John accent for the whole episode.
I'll interview John
Oh.
in an Australian accent. Why don't we do
How
that?
many
Yeah.
likes would you
How'd
need
it
on a
go?
reel
You also, like,
to do an
no.
to speaking your British accent the entire episode?
For
Okay,
an
Okay.
entire no, I would need my family to come on. Like I need my mom to get interviewed.
We can make that happen.
Miss
How many
Angel.
likes does it take to bring
Miss-
Peter's mom on for an episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For one reel
Guys,
on
please
Instagram.
check out our Instagram and
If we
like
got-
all the posts.
If you
Go
want to
through
hear
all of them
Peter's
and like
British
them.
mom talking on the podcast,
Yes.
and then you'll hear
We would
Peter's
do. We
British
have to do like a
accent.
short segment. Like she's not gonna stick on for a 50-minute interview. She'll probably fall asleep. But
oh,
We should do
Um,
a segment.
Asleep.
We could do. Hey, wait! When I go home, we could do a meet the mothers.
oh,
Meet the
We bring
mothers.
all our moms on.
Actually, my mom went
And
to
then-
Portland Torches, so
Dude,
oh yeah, I forgot about
meet
that.
the
I know that my
mothers
mom would
is
be
Meet the
great on the
mothers.
podcast.
If we got a
It's
reel
gonna
up
be-
to, dude, what's
here,
the most
can,
likes
I can
we've
do
had
your
in a
home.
reel?
Oh, likes?
Oh,
No,
no,
I don't
views.
even know.
It's like
Let me
No
pull
clue.
up.
We have.
Yeah,
Don't pull it up, Chelsea. Don't
if we
pull it
got
up.
like 2K likes on a reel.
2K.
I feel like that's
likes.
No, that's way too easy. That's way too easy.
that's not way too
No,
easy,
that's
bro.
not way too
The
easy.
most likes we've had is like barely 100. I think.
Yeah, but like Daniel would go overtime and he would start
Okay,
pumping
Yeah,
out
bet.
reels.
true.
If you went
All it takes is
overtime,
one of them to hit, and you've got
Let's make it
10,000
3.
likes.
Let's make it 3K.
okay, 3K. If we got
That's not a-
3K likes,
10K likes. 10,000
10.
likes.
10. How are
Make
we
it
gonna
a-
get 10K
It's gonna
likes?
happen. It's
I don't
gonna
even know if
happen.
there's 10K that's been to port.
Okay,
No, it won't be about
Okay,
port necessarily.
10K
It'll be
is-
about.
okay. Here's the thing: your highest view is 2,300. So
Oh.
I don't know if 10K.
Our
You'd
highest
have to
like
have
is
one-
not even close to
It
that.
would have to like blow up, but like they do.
Okay, I
and-
feel like 3K is realistic then.
Sure.
It's definitely a
Sure.
stretch, but
No, it would be like
I
insane.
mean, it's way more realistic than 10K. That is
But
not
like if a reel gets to like 3K, it's likely it would get to 10K, because if it blows up, it blows up. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, I want a
Yeah.
mom review. I want a mom review. I know what Samuel.
Mom review?
Samuel and
I thought you
Peter-
said a mom review.
no, not a review. I know what Sam and
I
Peter's
thought you
moms
said a
look like,
mom
but
review.
Luke, I can't even like picture your mom. Like, is she like you but a woman?
Exactly.
In some ways, probably.
Perfect.
I would hope.
Perfect
That's
description.
what mom usually means.
Okay, bro, you know that's not what I mean. I mean, do you look alike?
Okay. More question. It's tough without a script. I'm trying to think of a good question.
Hey, we never use a script, Luke. The viewers don't know that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, we
Sorry.
do.
We know how you squish.
Chelsea, you better not be the whistleblower.
We talk about
of
the
this.
script all the time.
Yeah, you've
We-
mentioned the script before.
we have talked
You'll
about
be
it
like,
before.
oh,
That's
let's
true.
just skip this.
Yeah.
Or,
We've alluded
yeah,
to it.
no,
That's not
yeah.
in the script.
No, we've
you
full on talked about
out
it. Yeah.
hard launch.
Chelsea, can you tell us about, like, do you have any moments through your time at Port where you really felt like really connected with God? Like where it's like that line, like it's blurred between the real world and the spiritual world, where it's like, wow, I just feel really like close. to God right now? Do you have any of those moments in your
Okay.
Bible school?
The way you worded that makes it sound like I'm ascending or something, or super dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah, she spoke in
That
tongues.
was a YWAM question.
Dude, it comes from my high school. Okay, we had a theme for one of our years that was called like Shekinah or something. I think it's a Greek word, and it means
What?
like thin spaces. And it's
Shekinah?
referring to thin spiritual spaces where the lines are
Okay.
blurred. That's
What
what
was
I'm
your
getting at.
Please do
Shekinah,
not use that.
Chelsea?
Shekinah. I should look that up. I should fact check myself. But anyways, you can answer the
Yeah, you
question.
don't want to be saying something that like bad.
I mean, I feel like that was definitely poor for me.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's like a more than give me 2 seconds question.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, we can also.
Can you tell us a bit about your ministry, like how you were involved with that?
I loved my ministry. That was so fun. I did men's rehab ministry, and that was baller, one could say.
Definitely a baller ministry.
Yeah, for real. I really liked it because if anybody knows anything about me, I'm a procrastinator, and this ministry like needs like basically no planning, which was awesome. So I thrived on that.
No work required. That's why I loved it.
So your ministry where you were serving
That's
God and
Your
his people
Shekinah
was
is
to
the
be
fact that
lazy.
you didn't have to plan for men's
I
rehab.
liked it because I didn't have to
Exactly.
do it.
Yeah, my favorite part was not showing up. No, but
Why I went to Bible school.
I felt like
These ministries.
I felt like I appreciated it more because I wasn't like overwhelmed with like the prep for it, because I know a lot of people had to do a lot of prep, and I could just enjoy it for what it was.
Yeah.
It was definitely super challenging though. I mean, I don't speak Spanish, so that was difficult, but I was luckily paired up with shout out Daniel Glock for most of it, so he definitely took on that. I think it was challenging not being a man and being part of that ministry, just because it's like it can be super awkward for some things, and there was some days where I came home and I was just like, wow, that was the most uncomfortable hour and a half of my life. But if you're listening to this and you're not a man, I'm not saying don't do it, because it was super challenging and super stretching. It's just you kind of have to figure out what those boundaries are, and I don't know. But it was also super great because you see some people come in. Okay, wait, let me restart. For people who know nothing about the ministry, the men come in and are in this program for 30 days. So they come straight off the streets and they're in there for 30 days. So you see some of them on the first week and they are not there. They're not there mentally, they're not there physically, they are just completely not there. But then by the third week, we saw some of them completely transformed, not necessarily always in a spiritual sense, but even in like a physical sense and a mental sense, and just experience more mental clarity. And just seeing that was really impactful, but also seeing them get excited to see us and wanting to talk to us. And I know I went into it a lot of time being like, okay, I feel like I have no value to add to this. Like, I come from a good home, I'm super privileged, and I'm coming here to talk to them. Like, what do I have to say that they don't already know? So it was super challenging in that aspect and very humbling. But at the end of the day, I think the Lord gave me a lot of patience and the words even when I didn't have the words, which is amazing. And even though it was super difficult, and I would say very mentally exhausting and spiritually exhausting sometimes, just seeing what some of these people are going through and have experienced and the darkness of it. But it was 100% worth it, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat, because it was super amazing. And just to see the change that in such little time these men went through was remarkable.
Yeah. I know that was definitely one of the more intense ministries for sure. And your semester, there's quite a few girls that were in it too.
Yeah, there was, I think at least 4 of us were girls.
Yeah.
So
that's great. Do you feel like it made you more like aware of or more comfortable like with that type of ministry, and even like coming back home, do you feel like it opened up your eyes to like how those types of ministries work, if that question makes any sense?
Not really. Not because it wasn't a value, but because our church is partnered with a program here in Chilliwack which provides meals for homeless. And lots of times, not all the time, but lots of time, homeless are drug affiliated. So I had seen lots of that.
Yeah.
Chilliwack sadly has like a very high and growing homeless population. So I'm very aware of it, and I'm very aware of the effects it has. So I wouldn't say it like opened my eyes up more. It just showed me a different aspect in the more like personal relationship, where before it was more like observing from far away. But it also just like opened up my eyes to how the problem is so evident everywhere and not just in my own city, because that's where I had seen it most.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
You mentioned that like when you're in that ministry and in some conversations, God like gave you the words and like you kind of knew what to say. But in your experience, like what does that really mean? Because like I've heard a lot of people talk about that where like God kind of like gave them the words. But I'm curious, like even for someone who's coming from a non-religious background, maybe it's like, what does that feel like to like have God like, you just feel like you know what to say?
Yeah, that's a good question. And when I say gave me the words, I don't necessarily mean in Spanish. I mean, there was definitely a part of that. But I feel like lots of the questions we were asking them or having asked to us, I was like, these are like deep theological questions that I don't even know the answer myself right now. And it was kind of, by gave me the words, I would kind of explain it as in, I know how I feel about it, but I don't know how to explain it to like a non-believer, because I think as Christians, we can get so caught up in Christian like terminology, which means a lot to us, but then someone coming from the outside has little to no understanding of it. So I feel like actually putting my thoughts into understandable words and not like simple sentences, but like well thought out sentences. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of a hard thing to explain, but
no, that's great. Yeah.
Flow state, you can say.
That. Yeah.
Flow state.
Flow state.
Religious flow state. Yeah, for real.
The Spirit gave you flow state.
Oh, that's epic.
I feel like that's borderline
heresy.
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
So. I think that needs to be Tico Time. If we ever make merch, we'll make hoodies where it's like Tico Time, spiritual flow state. I think that'd be a great little
catchphrase.
I like it. Well, how should we close this out? Is there like any final things we want to talk about?
Oh, I never answered your question about the
Shanika or whatever.
Whatever the crap you said.
Hey, Shekinah glory. Don't hate. This is awesome Christian school stuff that I learned.
I'm not hating. It's just a very niche term, if you will.
Yeah, that is a very niche term.
I think there was a lot of moments on like the treehouse porch for me. I did my Bible reading in the mornings for majority of it, but there's a lot of evenings when if I just like happened to sign out a dinner for something or people were doing other things that I spent on the porch. I really appreciated it when it was raining. It didn't rain a lot my semester because it was dry season, but as someone who comes from Pacific Northwest, I mean, it rains a lot here, so I loved it when it rained because it felt like home. And I think there's a lot of evenings just not doing the Bible reading plan, but doing my own reading and my own prayer, that there's a lot of those moments. I know personally, I really struggled with the hour of prayer. That was not something I enjoyed. This is going to make me sound like I'm a complete port hater. I love the things they did. I just struggled with lots of them. I struggled with it because for me, it just was so silent. And I'm like, wow, I'm just thinking to myself for an hour. And that was not necessarily helpful for me. But through the constant like repetition of doing hour of prayer, I learned how to better pray and to like pray with more impact instead of just surface level and like just actually go through what's on my mind, not what I think I should pray for, because that's what I did in Sunday school. So there's a lot of wrestling with that, and I know there's multiple weeks where I would talk about it in sharing night or stuff like that, where I would visibly say I would say that I was just frustrated with it. I don't even know what that was. Visibly say. I'd be visibly upset about it. Anyways, but I think there was a lot of moments through wrestling with that there was closer moments. Like there was a point where I reached, like, I don't want to say a resolution, but I reached a point where I was content with hour of prayer and I did start to enjoy it and I felt like I was getting answers again. And then you could say I had that moment, I guess, if you want.
Shanika.
Yes, thank you. I can't remember that word for the life of me.
Was that it, Liv?
Shekhinah?
Shania?
Yeah,
Shekinah?
Shania's main
Kinda.
moment.
Come
Shekinah.
on, guys. One word.
What's that in Spanish? Oh, it's a
Ooh.
Greek word.
I think it's a Greek word, but maybe you could translate it. But we
That
should
could be your
try
Spanish
to-
word of the day. Shania.
Don't interrupt Chelsea, bro.
Shekinah.
Keep going, Chelsea.
Okay.
Sorry. I'll shut up.
But I wouldn't say there's like a one moment that stuck out to me, but a series of like an ongoing wrestle.
Yeah.
That you could say contributed to that moment, I guess. I don't know if any of that made sense, but
No, that
No,
made
it
sense.
No,
does.
it definitely makes sense.
And I like how you said that, like, you wrestled with stuff, and then that led to that moment. It wasn't like you kept making spiritual breakthroughs, and then you had like one of those moments. Like it wasn't like everything was awesome, and then it got more awesome. I feel like that's important to like recognize.
Yeah.
That's how it is for a lot of people.
I think it's a common misconception too, like going into Bible school. Oh, like I know I personally thought, oh, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna like do a bunch of Bible reading and I'm just gonna become this like awesome, super spiritual, really like awesome person. And I'm not saying like I don't have a spiritual relationship, but I think I just had super high like expectations and I didn't like even stop for a second and think, oh, this isn't gonna be easy. So yeah, if you're wanting to go to Bible school and you're listening to this, it's great, but it's not necessarily easy like you may think, but it's through those hardships that it becomes easier and a deeper, more meaningful relationship.
Yeah, it's a strengthening
for
process for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
Yeah.
Do you have any prayer requests?
Prayer requests
For people to pray up?
I feel like I've been super, super busy lately. Like, this has probably been one of the busiest months of my life. At least I feel like that. I've just had a lot of things piled up. So I haven't had, like, a moment to stop and think about, like, the following September coming up and what I'm doing with all my school choices. Like, I have a mental plan, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, Lord willing, I end up in Saskatchewan, but I don't even know. But prayer for wisdom with all my fun future choices. Besides that, people should pray for the people who are about to end their semester in Port right now.
This is true.
Yeah, they're on the mission trip this week.
Yeah.
So I know those last 2
Thank
weeks,
you.
some people had the really fun habit of reminding us how many days we had left. Luke.
I love doing that. I love doing that so much. 10 days left, guys.
Only 4 more days
Maxon,
until we never
tap
see
me
each
up
other
through the
again.
camera.
So I know the last little bit's a tough one. So prayer for them.
No, after the mission trip, when you realize that you get back and you realize like, dang, we have like 2 weeks left.
If that, yeah. I thought it was so funny. I mean, it was so depressing, but it was really funny. Like I'd walk past, like especially there's certain people be like, guys, we only have 12 days. And
That's so
be like,
cruel.
But you can use it to like manipulate people into doing stuff. Like if someone's like, nah, I don't want to play soccer. Like, dude, we got 10 days left, man. You got to come play.
Okay. Positively.
Yeah.
It's positive manipulation where they interact more.
Yeah.
Positive manipulation.
Exactly.
That can go on a
Not
t-shirt.
negative manipulation. There's a difference.
Positive manipulation.
Positive manipulation is crazy. Well,
Maxon, can you hit an outro?
Mm.
You think you can do it?
all right, I'll try.
Don't fumble.
I will. Now that you said that, I really can't. Like, I genuinely can't. I was
Yes, you can.
going to do a really good one, and then you said that, and it all went out the window.
Okay, lock in. We can edit that out.
Could you like freestyle rap?
You got to
one?
redeem yourself.
No, I don't freestyle rap. I write poems and music,
Write a
and
poem to
movies
end our
and books,
episode.
but I don't write
Oh.
rap.
Can you give us a little
Haiku.
a haiku to end it
Haiku
on?
about Shekinah.
Haiku outro.
Haiku outro is crazy.
A Shekinah
Thank
haiku.
you, Chelsea.
For a great pod recording. No.
That was
How
like
many
3
syllables is a
syllables.
haiku?
Is it like
I don't know.
7,
what
9?
it is. Like 1, 4, 5, 7, 1.
What's like the
What is it?
standard poem though? Like where it's just like a flow state.
where it's just
All right. Sorry. Spiritual flow state. Spiritual flow state.
Flow state.
It's my favorite. It's my
Poetic
favorite
flow
term
state.
now. Oh my gosh. Awesome.
here. I can tell you right now. 575. Luke was correct.
Haiku. I was not.
Oh, what?
I said.
You said like
I said
279 or something.
Oh.
I said 457. But that's there was a couple right numbers in there.
All right. Well, Chelsea, thank you for coming on to the Tico Time pod and having some fun conversations with us. And thank you everyone for tuning in to listen. Feel free to follow on Instagram, YouTube,
And get a reel up to 3K views if you want to see my mom.
Yeah, if you want to see Peter's mom, and then Peter talking in British, because that's the only
In
person I'll
British.
talk to.
I didn't agree
in
to
British.
that. Sorry.
No.
No.
So if you want that to happen, like, subscribe, follow for more content. We'll see you on the next episode.
That's pretty good. I like that.
That was pretty good.
That's
Well
probably
done, Max.
one of the
You
better
redeemed
ones.
yourself from like, have a good day.